What's up guys, Jason here. I am back again down in the nerd lair. I'm gonna do something a little different today. As the title suggests, I want to discuss what I did with my $1,500 stimulus check. Super casual video, not gonna do a ton of editing, just gonna be a casual talk here. When I first heard about the stimulus, I didn't really think it was actually gonna happen. I just thought it was something being floated by the government, just another various news article. But when it started to become a reality, that's when I put a little more thought into what I would do with mine. Just as a full disclosure, my wife and I got 2,900. We do have a newborn, so we kind of split it down the middle. Actually, the money's all in the joint account, but the way I looked at it, I had $1,500 to do whatever I wanted. Now, my first thought, since I'm in basically my collection room, was to just plump up my video game collection. It'd be a decent way to stimulate sort of local economy, give money to the small people. I was thinking about buying every little video game that I wanted. All the holes in my collection would be filled. Maybe a few new action figures, everything off eBay, just go on a spending spree like never before. Then I started putting more thought into it. The way I'm thinking about it, the government is probably going to take this money back in one way or another at some point in time. Maybe 2 years from now, it's going to be a line item on a tax return, or they'll just subtly raise taxes on something that we barely even notice. But one way or another, they're going to get the money back. So I was thinking of this 1,500 as sort of a loan with no interest on it. So what can I do with that sort of money? I was considering buying a new car and putting it on the Turo platform. If you're not familiar with Turo, I've talked a little bit about it on my channel before. It's an application like Airbnb, but for your car. People can rent your car out. It's all done through the app. I've been pretty successful with one car on Turo so far. I've actually been clearing probably 400 a month consistently before the pandemic. So in the back of my mind, I was always thinking about getting a second car, going with a really low down payment, and then just clearing maybe 200 a month after the insurance and the car note. But I decided against that because there's no telling how long this pandemic may last. I'm not sure if people are going to be traveling for the summer. I might get a new car and then just sit on it for 6 months with no income, and I'm essentially just paying money for insurance on a car that I don't need, and that would just sit in my garage. So I started looking at other ventures, and what I wanted to do with it, and what I did do, is I put $1,500 into TD Ameritrade. I was going to get back into the stock market. I traded a lot back in 2018. I was doing just a few swing trades a month. I wound up clearing about $650 in 2018, just using small amounts of money, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, just doing it as a fun hobby essentially. But I was making money on it too. So I wanted to get back into the stock market here now, and of course there's tons of good deals, but I was really interested in like Disney, Netflix, things that had tanked but I knew would come back at some point. So I immediately put about $1,400 into Disney. I sat on Disney for just a couple days and it went up 2 or 3%. I immediately sold, and what I was doing was swing trading. Hold it for a couple days, sell it. It's not really a day trader because I'm holding it longer than a day. I should mention though, I do not know anything about the stock market. I am in no way endorsing you to go spend all your money on stocks. I know two things: buy low and sell high. I can occasionally interpret a good earnings report, but I don't know anything else about the market. So what I was doing is swing trading for micro gains. And when I say micro gains, I was clearing like $35 to $50 on each trade. I wind up holding Disney, selling it, buying it back. I was in Netflix, I sold that. I was back into Tesla, I sold that. I've been in Monster Energy drink, I sold that. Just a bunch of different stocks, but I wound up clearing about $320 in just 30-day time frame. Can I replicate that next month? Probably not, but in my opinion, if the government takes the $1,500 back a year from now, 2 years from now, I'll still have the $320 and everything else that I might gain, even though that's going to be heavily taxed too. So I'm using this money to generate more income that will likely stay in my account. Yeah, there's still a chance I'm going to lose everything in the stock market. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't hold any stocks at the moment, so I'm just waiting for Disney to drop again, buy it again, repeat, 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 sell, buy. I'd love to clear about $100 a month if I can, just with these micro gains, and that might be possible. It might not be. If you know anything about the stock market, you're probably laughing your ass off at me just playing with such a small amount of money. But keep in mind, I made about a 21% return off of the $1,500. That's a pretty good gain in my opinion. So that's what I did with my stimulus check, guys. Let me know what you did with yours. Maybe you had to spend it on bills, use it for food, you might have lost work. Fortunately, my wife and I were not in that situation, so I just had some different options of things I could do to kind of play with the money. Leave a comment below, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time.